Welcome. Hope y'all having a great day. Houston, I'm gonna pray for you because it rained all day and it's flooding again. So you gotta give a brother a little bit of leeway today, if you don't mind. But shout out to everybody in Houston who's safe and sound and not in the area that's flooded. But this video, this podcast, whatever you want to call it, is about a Netflix series, not series, but a documentary, a show called The Social Dilemma. To me, it was like a hit piece on Facebook, but it basically just identified that, social media is a digital trap house. So, using social media, they were talking about primarily Facebook, but in general, the idea that people are addicted to attention, and social media platforms can monetize to advertisers our human addiction to attention. So attention becomes the high. And Lowcast, what's happening, man? Attention becomes the high. And since we got it, we can't put the phone down. Because it's not the computer that's the problem, it's the telephone, the smartphone, however you want to call it. What's up, Third Ward? So, however you want to call it, you can't put your phone down. And now we're at such a space where the phone is normal, to the point that social media normally is already downloaded into your smartphone when you buy it. Facebook is already going to be there. YouTube is already going to be there. I think Instagram is already there. I'm not too sure though. But there's already things baked into your social media um, plug-in. You're already plugged in before you even have to start. And the thing about that is, we don't look at ourselves as addicts. Right, what's popping? We don't look at ourselves as addicts, but we act like addicts, and we run back and forth to the trap house for a fix in one aspect or another. You get notified and you're running right back to the trap house. Bring! Oh, somebody's talking to me. It could be about absolutely nothing, but you got that attention. You could go back to your social media just to be a troll because you don't like other people getting attention. So let me, send these bad vibes your way and hope that your self-esteem, Elijah, what's happening? In hopes that your self-esteem is also tied into your social media profile. And like I said, they to me made it a Netflix kind of Facebook hit piece. But and I'm gonna get to the other parts of this that kind of made me laugh. I'll say that. And one of those aspects is they say the algorithms and artificial intelligence is moving so fast and growing so exponentially that the human beings that humans, we're not evolved like that. We like we were years ago. But you know artificial intelligence has basically grown like a billion or a trillion times in the last, I want to say, 10 to 20 years. So we're not caught up to artificial intelligence, and they don't know how to stop it. But the irony about that is this. This is why I said social media is a digital trap house. Everybody's made so much money, they don't even want to. If it's such a problem, they don't even want to unplug it. What's up, David? You know, all the people who work at these corporations and work for these corporations and have done, and have made millions of dollars, you know, doing things on social media platforms, they don't want to unplug the computer if it's that big of a deal. So they don't have all these algorithms running around and making your fix personal. And what I mean by making your fix personal, this is why everybody who has a smartphone or has a social media um, profile. It seems like everything that you look up or view, it basically pops up in your feed, something similar. So you can go down a rabbit hole of any ideology you want to. If you feeling like watching sports today, oh, tomorrow you're gonna have a gang of sports. What's happening, Marty? Rostas, what's going on? You're gonna have a gang of sports on your feed. Then you're gonna have advertisement about sports. You know, maybe it can get you to buy something. So this is personalized high. You know, this is because attention is the high. So now let me personalize the attention that you're getting to the things that you're specifically doing and watching on your phone. This is why, you know, in my opinion, like I said, social media is a trap house, but it extends to everything else because guess what happens? If you got Amazon Prime, if you got Netflix, if you got Hulu, I forget the other services they have. If you got Sling, well, I don't think not so much Sling, but if you have internet services about of watching things, yeah, social currency, it's gonna. What's up with it, Frank? It's gonna specify everything you like. It's gonna, oh, you got an 89% chance of liking this. Why don't you watch this next? You got a 92% chance of liking this. Why don't you watch this next? This is going on even if you watch uh, a Netflix. You know what I'm saying? This tailoring society, the world that you want to your specifications. So it goes from reeling you in with attention to we're gonna make it all about you. See, we're gonna give you the life you always wanted. We're gonna give you everything you always dreamed for. We're gonna make everything you view all about you. And the more you're on social media, the more it's tailored to what they think your psyche is. So guess what? If you're on this, Counselor Murray, thanks, fam. If you're on this kick where, you know, I'm in this kind of mood, you can have a whole lot of stuff to fill you out. You know, yeah, exactly. Leads was popping. This is it's all it's making you. You think something's tailor made to you, but ironically, it's actually figuring you out to figure out how to sell you the most stuff. So now it's the trap house. So if I take away the attention, now you're gonna keep coming back. This is part of what people were talking about when you go out on a date and somebody's staring at their phone and they're not having a conversation. They're addicted. They're addicted to the possibility of attention elsewhere. This goes on with people who do the quote unquote internet dating. You know, you some people are addicted to getting messages but telling people no. I just wanted to know that I was still popping, and now that I know I'm still popping, the answer is no. I don't want to talk to nobody. You know, it's like, yeah, exactly, exactly. You mean what's happening? I'm trying not to cuss today. That's why I ain't gonna say the first part. So, Astronaut, what's popping? So, social media has become the trap house to the point where Jerome, what's going on? This is how you got OnlyFans. See, you can't get the attention. She can't get the attention that she wants, so she's willing to monetize it. Uncle Edward was popping, so she gonna monetize it. You gonna go over there, but she wants the attention. But you willing to pay for giving her that attention because you want to see something that's new and different and turns you on. So everything in social media is really digitizing life. Now you can be involved in life and never leave the quote unquote comfort of your home, which in principle makes you an incel. So people who are so into their phones and social media, they're socially awkward. So now that they become socially awkward, you extra hooked to the attention online. The anonymity of being online, of being anonymous rather. The the fantasy of guess what? What's up, Nola? The fantasy of I'm great on this. This is my space. They know me, but they don't know me. Which also breeds the fear of actually, Kangster was popping. The fear of actually talking to somebody face to face. Now you got social anxiety because you're not you're not certain that you could do something face to face that you normally do online because it's different. You know, this is part of the trap house of in a sense. Also, gaming is the same thing. See, we used to actually compete and be outside and compete against people. Now there's a whole culture to compete gaming. So now you're getting your competitive fix out of you, but you're not leaving the house and not thinking about the more you stay in, the more you stay plugged in to social media, because that's part of social media, people understand, because Twitch is a part of social media. You know what I'm saying? So social media has become a facet of almost every aspect of society. You know, playing 21 on 2K. Bucket was popping. So now you addicted to it. And from a person, I used to play video games when I was in high school and college. I really stopped as an adult. But what winds up happening is you become addicted to the fix of the thumb competition. You know, now you have these leagues, Tekken leagues and what's up, BMT? Okay, I'm gonna leave y'all out. I'm gonna leave y'all out. Not Tekken has become a thing. Mad has become a thing. 2K has become a thing. You know, um, I forget all of those doggone shooting games. That's become a thing. You know, you can basically they have become their own entities. So guess what? Now you can find your attention, or you can find, how can I say this, a sense of fame and camaraderie in that avenue of life. So now you're addicted to being that. And it's a sense of power because in social media is something that you have control over. See, you can control what you are on social media. You don't actually have to see it. And the more and more you see things like filters and people photoshopping themselves and what you call blackfishing and that type of stuff, photoshopping their bodies, photoshopping their life. That's what people are living fake on Instagram or whatever. The more and more you see that, the more addiction you understand. So guess what? It's gonna be hard for this person to get out of this. And on top of that, social media has become a young entrepreneur's part of a young entrepreneur's business model. I need to get on all these social media sites. I need to build my brand. So now you become a product of selling yourself on a social media site that's predicated on them on you being a product so they can sell something to you. Montana, what's popping? So now you become a drug dealer working for um, the bigger conglomerate social media business. What I mean by that, like, I would, if social media is a digital trap house, guess what I am? I'm a dope boy now because YouTube is the connect, and now I'm out here selling this content to people. You get what I'm saying? So, and if the money's good, I'm gonna get addicted to it, right? Hey, man, what's going on? I'm gonna get addicted to it. That's the premise of it. So if I get addicted to it and the money's good, I'm not gonna stop, right? I'm not gonna stop because you gotta get paid, player. But what might happen is, just like any drug dealer, you might want to up the ante. What if the product ain't selling no more? Now what we gonna do? We're gonna do something different, right? I gotta cut it with something. I gotta add something. I gotta do something. I gotta do something to get this fixed. So now even the seller becomes the junkie. So if you're not gonna be on the if you're gonna be on the content creating side or the viewing side, we both hooked. You know, working for the Noriega. Man, David, thanks, fam. Working for the Noriega and the cartel of social media, right? You know, they able to shut you down at any point. And if they shut you down, you'll never make money again. Not in these streets. Not in these streets. They gonna hold it down. So this is where we at in society, right? And in that process, people were blaming, the engineers are talking about blaming Facebook and how do we change it and how do we do this? We don't know how to put the genie back in the bottle. And I was cracking up listening to it because what it sounded like was trap house talk. If people are hooked, we didn't know they was gonna get hooked like this. So I don't know how to stop it. How we gonna stop it? You know, can we just shut it off? No, we can't shut it off because it make too much bread to shut off. You know, so I got to be nervous. My bad, player, my bad. But but that's what we doing. It's become a trap house. It's become a side trap house for say, uh, right, right. Boosie trying to sue for his IG. Wow, that is hilarious, ain't it? Ain't it right? Like, okay, you gonna give me back my? He hooked. He don't even, even though he could use it as a sense of promotion, he's also hooked. It's a show he keeps giving to keep himself in the mix. Put your lips on live. I give you $1,000. Where did that come from? See, the marketing tool becomes obsolete because it's easy marketing. Now you can market in your house, you can market other businesses, you can have people pay you to do it. But here's the problem: you bring the next generation coming up behind you, thinking all I got to do is get online. I got a phone. Let me get online and let me do anything, and I'm a star. So now you got the next generation hooked because all they know is going live. People so stupid now, they committing crimes going live. They riding going live. They looting going live. And what does that sound like to you? To me, it sounds like a crackhead. Oh, I didn't know the camera was there. I just gotta get it. I just gotta get it. I'm sorry. Then people gonna say they sick. I'm not gonna be surprised in the next 5 or 10 years if there's a social media rehab facility. Phones are not allowed. There is no emails. There are no computers. Just be one with yourself. Learn who you are. That type of stuff. Because people gonna be so far gone that they don't know who they are. Because what I see is a lot of people on social media who have no idea of who they are. They're a social media image. You know, this is my character. So now, what you gonna do? Calvin, what's happening? Thanks, fam. Yeah, it's putting the news channels out of business because one of the things they were talking about in there was, you know, if somebody says something negative on social media, it travels faster than something positive. Uh, that happens with lies in life. People tell you a lie can get around the world 6 times faster than the truth can. Nobody has ever denied this, right? And thanks, Calvin. So here's where we at. You know, oh, there already is a rehab for some. What the fees? You know what? Oh, this is gonna be interesting, boy. We're gonna have Medicare, Medicaid. Get your health insurance ready. Get your health insurance ready. Like they had to take 30 days away from social media because people get so triggered from the comment section. You know, it is crazy up there. It's crazy in the mud. Yeah, I remember surrogates. It reminds me of that, and it reminds me of idiocracy. You know, this is how stuff like that comes to be. And then they talk about this ideology that, we don't know how to fix it. And here's the interesting thing. Right. I was talking about that earlier, Abdur. Here's the interesting thing. So you got people that would be considered as geniuses, and they went to college, and what they're basically doing is they're taking psychology and mixing it with engineering. So they're figuring out people's psychology and the things that you do naturally that are conscious and unconscious, basically using engineering to get to you. They got that old brick phone. You wrong for that, Cal. So that's what we doing. Is it guess who's the evil genius behind all of this? They're gonna have FMLA for. Oh yeah, I can see that. And the irony behind the way it goes at this particular point is the same people. Because, like I said, to me, it looked like a Facebook hit piece. So the same people from Facebook don't know how to fix it, but they know how to make it worse. So I was telling my lady, I said, basically, what they gonna do is they're gonna get you so doped up on social media that they gonna turn right around and sell you the cure, but in small doses, of course. You know, it's the same thing as giving you bad food all of your life, and then going to the doctor for like obesity related issues or or cancer or something. Some of these same corporations, are in the same grocery stores. So the same people who give you medication still have products in the very grocery store. Now they might not have food, but they damn sure got soap and the aspirin, the ibuprofen, you know, cotton swabs, whatever, uh, uh, um, cleaning supplies, all of that stuff. They call it jail. Or sorry, because phones are in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. People are in jail on social media, letting people know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my thing out here. I'm still living out in these streets. You locked up, player. This is where we at. Oh, Gabe, what's happening? So this is where we're at in society. We are straight up fiends, dope fiends, addicts. Sooner or later, maybe 50 years from now, they're gonna be an American gangster about social media. Somebody gonna be the Frank Lucas of social media. I'm gonna go straight to the plug, or I found a way. I'm gonna be the man in these streets. You know, it is some of those. It ain't that you ain't got to smuggle them up there. You ain't got to do that. Some other places though. Some other places could get smuggled. Yeah, cooking on the bed. You know, exactly. I know cats too that's locked up and be on the phone. I'm gonna FaceTime you later. What you know? But it's the idea that this seems harmless. See, it's kind of like cocaine is a hard drug, right? Um, schedule what was that? Schedule one, schedule one, schedule two, schedule three. I want to say cocaine is like schedule one. That's a hard drug. Social media is not looked at as a drug or addiction. You know, having a drug addiction is cocaine, heroin, methamphetamines. You know, then you go weed, alcohol, like uh, um, maybe a pill addiction. Then you go, sex addiction or gambling or something like that. Social media is not looked at like that. Like, it's nothing wrong with getting on the phone. Everybody gets on the phone. Yeah. And now you got grandmas out here thirst trapping on the phone. You got granddad out here taking shirtless pictures on the internet trying to hook up with somebody because they all want the attention. Because what's really happening is, and it's only going to get worse, is because the more we on these phones, the more we actually not living real life. It's so bad that people go on vacation to show you where they at because they want you to know, I'm out here. Look at it, I'm out here. Look at me, I'm out. Oh my God. Yes, I'm out here living. People are going to restaurants, taking pictures of their food. This is what I'm eating. Look at it. It's so good. Look at it. You ain't eating like this. People are posting food that look nasty and disgusting and ugly, but they think it's popping because I bet you this gonna kill them. I'm gonna get a lot of likes for this. So now we're becoming addicted to the attention, even for the most mundane things. This is what we doing. Like that scamming billionaire. Yeah. What's popping? Eating flies. Oh, Kevin, young men have ED. Oh my God. Hold up, man. I got to get this right. Hold up. I'm sorry. I can hit the button. Young men have that's erectile dysfunction, folks. If men are depressed and suicidal and the kids can't focus on the 6 seconds on the video. Which, thank you very much. Thank you very much for adding that part. John, what's happening? For all of you who don't make YouTube videos, right? Here's the thing. YouTube gives you a content maker analytics. So you know how long people are watching your videos. You know if it's predominantly men or women. So if you want to get more attention, guess what you do? You cater to what keeps people interacting with you longer. So when you see people like, oh, this person is doing this and they doing this, and I'm kind of tired of watching them, they're just catering to their analytics. You might not like it, but I bet you wind up somehow running your way back to them for the same thing you said you didn't like, because what you say you don't like verbally is not actually in practice what you do with your time. And that's what the analytics does. Meaning, that's why I said, content creators like Dope Boys, we know what you like. We know what you like. Like if I started to get on some red pill, these chicks ain't nothing every day, it'll go up. It'll go up because people like the animosity. If I started, doing sports every day and nothing that has to do with stuff like this, people will initially drop off, and the people who love sports will come. And let's just do sports. Oh, we're going to have a great. It's the same thing. When you cater to what your quote unquote audience wants. Like when y'all brought up the mukbang, you know, this is what happens. People forget about the extreme things people have done, even on this platform on YouTube, to keep themselves quote unquote relevant. You know, eating Tide Pods to be relevant. You know, tasering rats to be relevant. Going into the forest in Japan where people commit suicide and filming people hanging them who hanging themselves to be relevant. This is how far the addiction goes, and it works. The thing about it is, it's not that it's happening; it works. Yeah, but John, people gonna have ED because guess what? Yeah, faking. Oh wow, faking suicide for me. I forgot about that. You know, but it works. Cool, man. What up, Devin? I don't know what you talking about. you know, that's what I was talking about earlier, Emma, like a while back. Yeah, reaction videos. All of this works because what a lot of people don't understand is human psychology. See, there are things that we as human beings say we don't like that we gravitate to. And what social media is basically controlling you unconsciously, because the idea that something's got to be going on, somebody's got to be getting at you, somebody's got to like you. This is part of the news cycle and the news feed that they're talking about. There's always new news coming on, because once you make everything digital and global, you can find something the minute you click on the internet. It's something always trending. And why is something always trending? To keep you engaged. The stories, this is why things that back in the day you used to have a newspaper, there were things that was more, the important stories or the salacious stories was on the front. Cleveland was popping. And then guess what? The things that you probably needed to know were inside the paper with less fluff. But most people didn't read that stuff. They read the front page. That's why the retractions will come maybe weeks and months later on the 16th page. Nobody read it. So they put the big story out, and if it was a lie, and they figured out it was a lie later, We're gonna put a retraction, in there a month from now, and we could say we did it, but you didn't read it because it wasn't on the front page. What's up, Sean? Mark, what's going on? Yeah, social media is the trap house. It basically is the trap house. And all of us can't say we keep going back. And the best part about social media being a trap house is, ironically, one of the reasons why you go back is because in some instances it's actually free. Because we all need a phone, so we're gonna have a phone. So a phone is like a built-in bill that we're all accustomed to having. So the trap house is basically free. For in ideologies, in a mental sense, as long as I got my phone, I got the trap. Because what if the phone is off? If I got Wi-Fi, I'm still on. What if now it's to the point where if you leave home without your phone, you feel like you scratching like a heroin addict. Yeah, I ain't got my phone. Oh, I don't know who. Maybe Jesus could have called me. I don't. I might be going to heaven. I might have missed a call. I got. Oh God, God could have FaceTime me. I got to turn around and miss my phone. Lord, without my phone, I have nothing. Why is that? All you needed, normally was, 25 cents. You needed a phone that bad. Call a number. This is part of what I mean. Social media is a trap house. Even with a smartphone, we got dumb because most of us don't memorize numbers anymore. So you can't even call people without your smartphone because you don't know their number. You never memorize their number because you just clicking on the name call. What's their number? Well, I know the first part. What's up, NC worker? I know their area code is da da da. So what's the rest of the number? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we do be sick. We leave that phone, it's over with. We're ready to die. So now we're 100% into addiction. And I could say, how bad it has been, because some of us can't even have sex without our phone being present. That's how bad it is. Some of us like sending, explicit pictures and videos of ourselves to other people. But here's the thing: you don't want to be in the same room with those people. You get the addiction of the videos and the pictures. I'm gonna send you a pic, you go send me a pic. I'm gonna send you a video, you go send me. Why don't you just meet up? Oh, it's the anticipation, man. That's bull. You know, on a date, on a surprise. Wow. Yeah, I can see that. You know, but the irony of you saying that she hasn't called you back though, fam. I'm gonna say the reverse of that. Social media addiction is why some people are actually in relationships so they can take pictures together. Let the world see us be happy. Let the world see us eating ice cream together. This is why we together. Mr. Charles, what's happening? A lot of people are. You know, yeah, they do. Like, how do you not have social media? It's not that serious. It's not that serious. But now we're at that point, and it's only gonna get worse. You know, virtual Bluetooth goggles. Oh man, and but don't say that. And thanks, but don't say that because unfortunately they have Bluetooth goggles. Boy, whoo. You know how many? You know how many accidents gonna happen? Patrick, it is that important though. Like we can't be in love without the phone now. We can't be in love without social media. We can't drive without being on the internet. I don't even like motorcycles, but I do understand kicks was popping. I do understand what people are saying when they say I like riding on my motorcycle because I gotta focus. I can't get on my phone because we get in cars and we could be riding. Jermaine, what's popping? He said you're gonna be watching X videos, Cal. What you doing? Nothing. 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 You didn't mute your goggles. Oh shit. Okay, hold up. Let me. Sorry about that. It's become addictive. We can't drive without it. We can't have sex without it. You know, we can't eat without it. The only thing we could do without our phone is sleep. For now. For now. This is how people meet up in the midnight. Oh man, you can get on your phone and be completely different. I used to say this back in the day. If you got on a dating site, if you got on a dating site in the daytime, people gonna be have some people gonna have a particular type of profile in the daytime, and then at night, 12, 1, 2 in the morning, you could go on that same site and look up, and I remember that name. Picture's completely different. You know, oh semi. Yeah, but now what's up, Marcus? But now it's not gonna be a problem. You know, social media is what happened on who was that Black Mirror when you talking about goggles when they did the virtual reality of the Street Fighter thing. Boy, that oh Lord, that was a bad look, boy. That was a bad look. The virtual reality fighting game when the dudes was having sex with each other. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. This is what's gonna happen. Urban Book Club, what's going on? So we can't say what's going on. A lot of dudes will be found dead with oil. A lot of dudes' hands gonna be burnt. They ain't even gonna have oil because they ain't gonna go to the store to get no oil. Gonna be googling how to do it. Get some lotion with lanolin or Siri. How do you masturbate properly? That's how it's gonna be. Because now, think about that. We're asking the internet to tell us what to do. Morena, what's popping? We asking the internet to tell us what to do. How do you how do you make French fries? Siri, tell me how to make French fries. Alexa, could you please cut the AC down? We're addicted to it because it's becoming every part of our lives to the point that you putting cameras in your house, not outside your house, in your house. And what I mean by cameras, now you want to see who's walking around in the house. Now who's walking around outside the house, and guess what? Now somebody else is watching what's going on in your house. Amazon to deliver lotion by drone. You horrible for that. Calvin, you horrible for that. You know, this is gonna be a problem. And everybody's not gonna say, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Other people gonna say, yeah, it is that big of a deal. Because we've entered a state where, like most drug addicts, you assume that somebody else is gonna come along to fix it. See, a drug addict can fall into addiction, and they could lose their family, their friends, and they say they caught up with addiction, but they kind of got a part of peace of solace about them that somebody else can do the heavy lifting while they high as a kite. This ain't the same thing because everybody gonna be high as a kite on this social media. So who's gonna do the heavy lifting then? When everybody's gonna be on the phone, same websites, doing completely different things. Because, like I said before, social media is basically tailoring to you as an individual. So you're gonna be so in it that you don't know what to do. Smartphones, dumb people. Information age, and we got we're making a lot of we're looking for a lot of useless information. How many people ask Siri, how can I cure cancer? Siri, can we cure cancer? Since you want to ask the computer something, Siri, can we cure AIDS? Siri, how can I invest this and make money? See, we don't ask things like that because we're addicted to BS. Oh yeah, I know they're already watching us on our phones, but people, that's the other thing about it. Every program you download on your phone, you don't notice. Can we access your camera and your microphone? And it's becoming your credit card information. You got to do that just to get a damn, just to get Candy Crush. They got to know your location, your um. They got to get your camera and your contacts also, by the way, and your microphone. And when we so addicted, we just gonna get another app. I'm finna get out. No, no thanks, player. You don't. No, no thanks, player. Because just because you delete the app, don't mean they don't still have the access to your mic, your camera, and your contacts. But we so used to the high, it don't matter. It just doesn't matter. So for me, it's a trap house, and it's gonna be one of the biggest trap houses of all time. Yeah, it's gonna get worse. But for now, I'm gonna get off here. It's been 47 minutes. I'm gonna eat some lunch. I hope y'all have a great day. I might pop on here later just to say what's up because I had a long workout today, so I need to take a shower and kick it for a second. But y'all have a good day. Peace.